Hi, Miss Norma. How are you? Hope you're having a good evening. Hi, everybody. If you don't mind giving me a thumbs up as you come in. Oh, that's wonderful, Miss Norma. I am blessed as well. Blessed, blessed, blessed. Hope everybody is having a good evening. I just wanted to come in and just do a quick live, maybe try to recap our Easter sales experience. Hey, Purdy girl. Hey, Miss Sally. How are you guys today? How did you guys sales go? I hope y'all sold out. I hope y'all did well. If you are a seller. Hey, gifts and basket box or bag. Miss Betty, hey, how are you? If everybody would give the video a thumbs up as you come in, I appreciate it. I didn't want much, won't be on here long. Just wanted to say hey and just kind of talk about how our Easter sales went. You had Miss Sally said I did well, had 15 left. That's good. That's good. How many did you make, Miss Sally? Did you count them to keep up with them? I didn't make as many as I wanted to. I wanted to make more. I had a goal of at least 150. Um, gifts and basket boxes or bags said she did. They did better last year. The solo sister life. Hello, how are you? Um, Last year, I think I mentioned to you guys last year. I think I made about uh 90 something baskets. Miss Betty said she made 63 and had 7 baskets left. Okay. Purdy girl, she said I sold completely out. That's good. Sally, I started then I lost track, but I think it was about 50. Okay. Okay. Um this year, when I went out on the streets, I think I had going out, I had a little over 100. But after I got finished making, you know how we come home and make every night. I think my last count, if I'm accurate, pretty close. I had I said it said I had like 138, so somewhere around 140 gifts. So I got pretty close to my 150 what I wanted to make. Um and it probably, if I would have went ahead and made more for Sunday to sell, for sure I would have reached my 150 mark. But after we sold out Saturday, I didn't try to make any more. So for me, We went out. I went out last Saturday. I just went out that Saturday. I didn't go out Sunday, nothing the first part of the week. I only went out last Saturday and we did decent. It was okay. We sold um I had sold one online before I went out. I sold a couple while we were out there. And then another lady called me back and I had to go meet her to do two more. So I did what about four or five that the week before, and then I had some orders for some baskets that I had pre-made previously. My neighbor wanted me to make one for her grandbaby. I had a family member come home. They wanted me to make a couple for their grandchildren. So I had a few pre-sales for the chairs and stuff. And so hey D MC, how are you? It says mine was good, but I ran out. I wasn't able to make any as many as I liked with migraines and life. I understand. Unfortunately, I didn't make the profit, but I was home making them all Sunday while hubby and kids. So okay. Um, I had the sales from that week before, and like I said, I didn't go back out until this past Thursday. This past Thursday went a lot better than I expected. I didn't expect to really do a whole lot. And if you guys don't mind giving me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. Um, but Thursday went a lot better than I expected. I think I sold about 20 something Thursday while we were out. And we were not out. We were out at our old location. So we ended up getting finding a new location, and we Friday we sold at both. So Friday, we at the we were at the new location and at the old location. The new location went wonderful. Both locations were by Walmart. The new location was by the Super Walmart. The old location was by a community Walmart. And Friday, the old location did not do well at all. She sold like a handful, she said. And so about 3 o'clock, we ended up moving her from that location over where I was. And because I was over with my son helping him, because the other young lady that was assisting me, she had been out there with me the last weekend and that Thursday. So she kind of knew what everything was, the prices, all this kind of stuff. So I was over there with my son, helping him learn the prices and all this kind of stuff. Well, anyway, long story short, um, hey Ivory Kisses, how are you? And so long story short, we ended up moving her that Friday because we were doing really well at the new location, and we were running out. So I was having to go back because we had my U box set at the old location. Um and so we moved the we ended up moving all everything, and we actually emptied the U box that that Friday. So we finished and moved and had sold so much that we had no use for the U box that Saturday. Miss Sally said, "I try a new location. It was not good. Only sold two inexpensive. Oh, okay, and three expensive. Okay." Well, I knew this location was going to be really good because of the fact that it's like right in the center of our city, and it's like prime location. Anybody coming through town is going to pretty much go through that little spot, that little part for the most part. And so I knew that was going to be a good location. And like I said, it's right across from a community Walmart, and it was right in a parking lot. And they have started letting a lot of food trucks park there. So there was like the day I was that Friday, there was three food trucks out there. And it was another gentleman out there. He sold um like essential oils and dashikis and stuff like that. And then if you saw my video that I did, it was another young lady. She was out there selling Easter baskets and chairs as well. Hey, Miss Denise. Denise, that's my middle name. Hi, so glad you had a good success. Yep. So anyway, we ended up selling so much that Friday we pretty much emptied the U box. We didn't have anything else left. And I pretty much sold out of girls' gifts Friday. So I had to come home Friday night and try to remake girls' gifts. I think I made about an additional 18 gifts that Friday night, mostly girls. I think I only made one boy gift. And before 2 o'clock, all of those had sold. So before 2 o'clock Saturday, all of those had sold. And then I had already come back home because I was trying to make more Barbie gifts. Y'all, when I tell y'all Barbie was like the hot ticket item in my, I mean, if I got one message about Barbie, I got 100. I got so many messages about Barbie. I remade Barbie baskets. I made the first set. I sold out before I even went out on the streets. I made another set. Um, I sold those and I made another set Saturday. I made four more Barbie gifts Saturday because everybody just kept messaging me about them. And when I got back to after lunch to sell them, y'all, they never even hit the table. The one lady had already inboxed or had cash out me her payment to hold hers. The three that I had that went out on the streets with me, there were two people there. One lady was like, I want two of them, and a guy was like, well, I want one. So they basically, I hadn't put the bows on them. So I had, what I done was I made them, and I was trying to get back up there because my assistant was like, I'm out of baby girl gifts again. Well, I had Friday night, what I did was, in order to get 18 gifts, I told my assistant, I said, well, I'm going to go ahead and make bunny bowls, and I'll just put the baby stuff in the bunny bowls. It's an easy, way to get gifts made, and I can just make some baby girl gifts. They're really cute and all that. So I made like 8 bunny bowls. Well, that morning, I was trying to get back home to do some more stuff, so I left her with like four of them. I said, I'll leave you with four. I'll come back home and then I'll, do the other four when I come back. Cause I try not to travel with the balloons. I just, use the bows and I blew the balloons up on site. Well, before I could get back, you guys, to set up the bunny bowls, the second time, a lady was standing there. Hey, holla about gifts. How are you, S. Marie? Hope you're well. Hi, Jessica. I know those are good problems to have, girl. I'm not complaining. It is. But before I could get up there, it was a lady standing there, and she wanted bunny bowls. A guy wanted Barbies. They were just standing there like cash apping me the money. I was like, y'all just give me a chance to get the bowls on. So like I said, before I could get back up there, everything that I had went home to fix, y'all had never made it to the table. They wiped me out before I even got back. And so I didn't come back to try to make any more because like I said, it was like 2 o'clock by this time. And I was like, well, I don't know that it's even worth me trying to go home and make any more. Um All About Gift says 17 likes and 33 watches. Thank you. Hit the like button to show your support. I appreciate that. Please do, y'all. And I'm sorry if it's dark in here, y'all. My living room is kind of dark. Especially at nighttime. I have my ring light on, trying to give it a little extra light. I should have probably cut this lamp on, but I didn't. So my living room is kind of dark. So, but I hope you guys can see me well. Um, but anyway, so I did, like I said, I told my assistant, which is my kid's godmother, I told her, I said, we're I said, if we sell out, I'm not gonna go back and make any more because I had been up since 3 o'clock Saturday morning. I went to bed at Friday night at 11. I got up at 3. So I had 4 hours of sleep. I got up at 3 and I was up all day Saturday. And I told her, I said, if we sell out, I'm not gonna make any more. So um we ran out of girls' gifts again, and then we just started selling boys stuff. So about 5 o'clock, I think I did that video where we had like 7 gifts left. And then when we left at 6, we had 4 gifts left. Let's see. Ivory Kisses says, I think one, the wall gives spider webs. Huh? Oh, oh, give spider vibes. Oh, you talking about this? Not. Oh, this right here. um, let's see. Hello everyone. I'm sold out. Thank you, Lord. Oh, that's good. Um, let's see. Hello everyone. I'm glad to hear you had amazing sales. Won't God? Yes, he will, honey. Yes, he will. Miss Bradley. Yes, he will. Jessica, I enjoyed hearing how everything went. I had to postpone my sales. I ended up having a flare. Oh, I'm sorry. But I live on Easter. Okay. Let's see, Jessica. Okay. Okay. But yeah, so let me see. So, like I said, when I left from out there, I had 4 baskets left. And then that night, I had already been messaging with a young man. He earlier he had been messaging me back and forth about a Spider-Man basket, and he was like he didn't get off until a certain time, this and that, and he wanted a Spider-Man wagon. And I told him, I said, well, I have one wagon left that I did not have time to make. I said I can make you a Spider-Man wagon if you want me to. So about 7 or so that night, he sent me a message and said I cash app you the money. So he cash app me the money for the Spider-Man wagon. So one of the buckets that I had left was Spider-Man. So I basically just took that bucket, converted it over to the wagon, added a couple more things to it, made that a wagon, and sold it. I had an Elmo bucket that I never took out on the streets. I think I mentioned that to you guys in my video, that a family friend wanted me to make her baby an Elmo chair. So I used the Elmo one to make her an Elmo chair. And then Sunday morning before church, a lady messaged me and asked me, did I have a Super Mario, which was one of my other buckets that I had left. And I told her I have one Super Mario left. And so she was like, can I please have it? And I said, sure, because I had to take my kids to church really early. They were doing the Easter program. I told her, I said, well, as soon as I drop my kids off at church for the Easter program, I can meet you. So I did that, dropped that off to her. So after everything was said and done, I only had 2 baskets left. The um I had the one baby girl. I think was it baby girl? I think it was a baby girl, a toddler girl. It was the bunny basket, all I know, and the little cookie monster. Those were the 2 that I had left. Everything else sold, so I had those 2 left. But I think overall I did very, very well. Y'all, I got messages all day yesterday. Do you have more baskets? Do you have more baskets? And I realized I had not taken my listings down for marketplace. So last night I marked all my listings as sold so I could stop getting messages about did I have more baskets. Let's see. Lakrita said I didn't sell out, but I sold over half of what I made. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, that's wonderful. I can't complain because God will always provide. Yes, he will. That's good. I can't remember who I was watching online and someone had her make 3 gifts and never came for them. Oh, well, see, what I always do is, Jessica, if I have that, I make them pay me in advance. So if you don't come and get them, I've already got my money. Because a lady actually messaged me this morning and asked me to make her a Barbie basket. And I told her, I said, well, go ahead and send me prepayment and I'll make it for you, because she said she didn't get back in town till Wednesday. I said, well, go ahead and send me prepayment and I'll make it for you, because I'm not going to waste my time to make a basket and you're not gonna come and get it. Because a young lady kept messaging me Friday. She was like, well, I want this Spider-Man bag and I want this and this. And then this was about 1 o'clock Friday, and she never would send payment. So I never took the bag off of the table. So Saturday morning, she messaged me like at 8 o'clock saying, I want this and this. And I told her, I said, ma'am, this already sold. It's gone. I don't pull nothing from sale until you send me payment. When you send me payment, I will pull it off the table and I will mark it as sold. If you do not send me payment, it's still free game to whoever is out there that wants to buy it. I don't do that. So let's see. Lucretia, was that your first Easter sale? Okay. Um the Soul Sister Live, how many baskets did you make? I made my last count, I think I made 138. Um We need cash on delivery. Is that what that means? No, I want prepayment. I want I tell them pay me in advance, especially like I said, for a basket or something like that is not nothing big. Just send me payment and I'll make it for you. Even the young man, like I said, that did the Spider-Man wagon, I told him if you send me payment, I'll make it for you. Unless I know you and I have worked with you before, you're gonna pay me in advance because I'm not about to waste my time and then you be like, oh well, don't worry about Mm-mm. Or sometimes I'll do it if I'm in the midst of sales and I know if you don't come and get it, I can just put it out on the table and it'll go anyway. I won't worry about payment then. But like for instance, like I told you, that lady this morning that wants me to make a Barbie basket for her now, I require payment because that's not something that's just gonna sell, um for just me having it here. And then I had another young man this morning. He messaged me about I have one Victoria's Secret bag left that was left over from Valentine's Day. But we took it out there on the street and it almost sold, but it had like it had been tossed around a lot and the shrink wrap had kind of ripped up. So I brought it home, re-shrink wrapped it, but it didn't sell the second day. And so a young man messaged me this morning asking me could he get it for his girlfriend on Wednesday, and I told him sure. And he was like, well, I'll just meet you Wednesday. I get paid Wednesday. And I was like, that's fine. Because like I said, it's off season, so it's not like it's in demand and it's already made up. It was left over. Lakrita, Jessica, she says, yes, this was my first time selling Easter. I don't do street sales because it costs way too much for a permit. Okay, in my city. So I did an event for Easter. Okay, well, that's nice. I think I'm gonna try to do some events for Christmas this time. And somebody was telling me, um, I was asking about an event, a church event that they had for Easter this time. I had asked her about me coming to sell at their Easter event, but she told me they have an event around Christmas time and that I think she said they have about 1,500 people to come through there. And she invited me to get in on that. So I think I'm going to try to do that around Christmas. I'm going to try to do two, maybe three, two events for sure. And then maybe do some street sales for this Christmas. Um, so I hope things, because I didn't do Christmas this year. But I do plan to, which I'm kind of glad I did not plan to do Christmas because I had a car accident right at the beginning of December, or no, at the end of November. So I wouldn't have been able to anyway. Let's see. Princess of Penny Pension, I made $60, 60 plus, and I had 4 left. That's good. Um, yeah. Um, and you don't necessarily have to take everything apart, you guys, because what I did for last Easter was I just took some of my stuff. I took the candy out and the food items out and just left the basket together with everything in it, so that if I wanted to reuse it, everything was put together, and all I had to do was just add snacks and re-shrink wrap it. Um, the Soul Sister Life. I missed selling for Valentine's Day and didn't have enough inventory for Easter. So started on Mother's Day. Okay, trying to put all inventory in a basket. Okay. Okay. Good luck. I hope everything goes well for you. I'm planning to start Mother's Day. I normally give myself about a week. So today, you guys, I just was a kind of a lazy day. Ain't no kind of, it was a lazy day. I I got up, I went, I had to go to the bank and deposit our weekend stuff, and went to Roses. I posted that video for you guys to see kind of what I got from Roses. I went and cleaned my car out, and then I came back and I just basically laid around. I napped pretty much the majority of the day. Went in, washed my hair. I just kind of just had a self maintenance, relaxing, trying to get myself back together. Because like I told you, Friday night I was up pretty much all night. Saturday night I didn't sleep all night Saturday night because I got up in the middle of the night. I made that wagon. I had to make that chair for the lady, and I still had to make my daughter's basket. So I had to make 3 baskets Saturday night. So I made those 3 baskets Saturday night. So I really didn't, sleep Saturday night. I was up half of that night. So last night was pretty much my first night of just being able to, go to bed and not have to have anything to do. So I just basically took this day to just kind of relax. And so the rest of the week, I'm gonna basically clean my workspace, which is my living room area. Um, I don't have a dedicated space yet for my business and my basket sales. I'm hoping to get that pretty soon, hopefully. God bless me with another location where I can have, a dedicated area for me to do my gift baskets. And so I've got to, get that straightened up, put everything away. And I think I'm going to get my husband to build me another shelving unit like the one that I had did the video on a few weeks ago. I think I want a second one of those. That worked out so well for me for Easter. Me separating everything out into those boxes. Y'all, that was wonderful. So I told him I think I want him to build me one more, and we're gonna put it in my other storage unit. And so that way I can, when I get ready to do a concept, all I got to do is pull a box and use it like that. And so I'm gonna do, work on kind of just trying to get things put away and sort it out and that kind of thing this week, and then maybe possibly, most likely, start on Mother's Day next next week. So I normally give, and that's normally what I do. I kind of give myself a week to kind of get everything put away, and get everything cleaned up, and give myself kind of a week of downtime to kind of rest, don't work so hard, and before I start pushing for the next holiday. Because once you start pushing for the next holiday, you guys know it. We don't really stop until that holiday is done and up. So, but anyway, it has been going really well. Hey, Crafty Corner, Katrina, how are you? um Hope your sales went well. um but yeah, and so you guys, another thing that I did acquire during this process is that, that area where we were selling it. The young man, y'all forgive me, I dyed my hair. Look, I got dye on my hands. And so he was saying that I needed to, maybe look into selling more often, than just the holidays. So I am considering selling, because I think I told you guys that I do t-shirts. And so I'm thinking about doing some of my t-shirts and taking them out there to sell in between the holidays. So I'm kind of looking into that and seeing what else I have that I can sell, um you know on off times and everything, because it is a perfect location to kind of sell. And I think some of those things will go well. So I'm gonna give that a try. Because I do have t-shirts, sweatshirts. I have all of that kind of stuff that I can sell. So I'm thinking about maybe going out there selling that. So I'm gonna pray about it and see, how that goes. Let's see. Lucretia, let's see. I think I am in say next year. Birthday next year. I'm coming. Okay, okay. Halls of gifts. I'll ask my husband to build me a few of those shelves. Okay. Yeah. I like I told the one that I have is it holds 20 boxes, and I told him I think I want another 20 box one to go in my other unit, so that'll be 40, actually 40 totes that I can have there. And then there's still more space for other stuff because I already have another shelving unit that I can use regular boxes on, so that'll be perfect. I'll have both of those, there. Sally said I need a week as well, but that 9 to 5 job keeps me from doing that. Okay. Well, this year I'm blessed that I don't have the 9 to 5 to contend with. Thank you, God. I left my 9 to 5 December 31st. So I'm actually being able to just rest and recuperate and get ready for the next holiday. Katrina says sold all but 5. So yes, very well. That's good. Those 5 are paid for too, still in profit realm. Okay. Very happy with sales. That's good. That's good. Miss Brenda, hi, how are you? Sold everything except for 3 baskets. I made about 55 plus. Okay. This will be my last year. Oh, really? You're not gonna sell anymore? Rosemary, you already know how proud we are of you. Oh, thank you. You were so creative and grateful. You pressed through without being look. Yeah, I had to press, but you know what? It's really not a press when you enjoy something. That was something I was telling somebody. My husband, y'all gave me a compliment, and y'all have to know my husband. My husband is very he's a skeptic. I tell him that all the time. He's very glass half empty. He has a personality, and he was like, you definitely have a knack for this. And he was just so surprised at how, I guess, determined I am with this. He thought I was just kind of it was just gonna be like a I guess he thought I was not going to be as driven or focused to do this. And so he was talking about how impressed he is. And I have been noticing, like when I initially began doing all of this, like he was not really trying to be very helpful. And as I've gone on, like he's really tried to be more helpful, and anything more of trying to see what I need and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, he did, baby. All right, Bonnie, you are so correct. Like last year, y'all, let me tell you a funny thing. So last year for Valentine's Day, I would come in and count like the little money that I would make or whatever. So the first night, he was like, oh. And so the second night when I came in, I was so tired. He was like, so baby, how much did you make today? And I was like, I said, I don't know. I said, I'm too tired right now to count it. So he got the money box, you guys, and started counting. And so he was like, oh, because he was shocked that he could not believe that people would pay as much as they pay for gift baskets and stuff. Y'all, when he started seeing how much money I was making for gift baskets, when I tell you his whole attitude, focus, everything changed. Y'all, it was hilarious to me. I was like, okay. So look, he even started trying to do his own little hustles. He started selling his stuff because I've been on him. Y'all, my husband is so talented. Like he can fix anything, he can build stuff, he's just so gifted. He's he works in maintenance and he can fix anything. But he won't. He just won't. He just don't have the drive to want to do that. But y'all, when I did that, he ended up going and building. He built his first barbecue grill to sell last year because he saw, like how well I did, and I was telling him. Well, when he built it, I told him, I said, baby, I said, if you build it, I said, take pictures of it. Because I asked him where was he gonna sell, and he was like, well, I'll just probably sit it out on the streets and see if somebody buy it. I said, well, if you will take pictures of it and give me the picture, I said, I'll put it on Marketplace. You guys, within 2 weeks, that barbecue grill sold for $3,000. Y'all, he was a he was a believer then. He was like, oh, okay. So yeah, so he just so now his focus is a little different now, and his attitude about me doing this is a little different because, like I said, he really was just like, she can't make no money with this. And I kept telling him, I was gonna go, I was leaving my job, and he was just like, basically, I was just gonna be a bum, I guess. I don't really know what he thought. But I was like, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna give it my best shot and see, what I can do with this. Let's see. So the Soul Sister Life said, I saw your video on your haul from Roses, went there myself, and I also hit the Walmart. I know it's better to buy 70% or higher, but here some of the character buckets will be gone. Yeah, and they probably will be. Um, I still have some of the character stuff left over from last time. Um, but I'm just, like I said, I'm just gonna wait because I still have a lot of buckets left over, just period, um, you know, from last year. I probably used about half of what I have. I still got a whole ton of frozen buckets left because I think I told you guys I bought some buckets from frozen buckets. Was it last year or a year before last? I can't remember which. May have been last year for 10 cents. And I bought a huge stack of them. So I still got frozen. I still got Paw Patrol left. I still have several. I never used the My Little Pony ones that I had. I never used some of the Star Wars. I never got to do any of the dinosaur. So I have a whole bunch of buckets and stuff still left. I still have some of the Princess buckets left and all of that. And a lot of guys, what sold better for me than the buckets this time? The bags, the Easter bags. People wanted the bags more than they wanted the buckets. And they kept saying, the kids wanted to see a bigger looking thing. So the buckets, I mean the bags sold first before the buckets. Like my buckets were the last things to sell, and they were the cheaper thing, which was funny. Let's see. They all did it. Funny because my husband is the same. When he seen my me buying all the stuff for Valentine's, he was hitting yeah, mine was talking about me, basically talking about, you just buying stuff and that kind of stuff. Um, let's see. I sell on my front porch. Okay. My street is pretty busy, but I post signs on the busy street near me. I sold 50 out of 60, but my large baskets didn't sell. They were $50 and $60. Okay, so for me, y'all, I kind of go under the philosophy that LBE does. I do have certain like dollar amounts that mine go by. So for my buckets are all $30. So my buckets are like my smaller things. Those are $30. My bags are $35. I have like a medium box that I do. It's $40. My wagons, all the wagons that I did were $50. And the chairs were $60. That's kind of how I did. And then if I did like a large box, my large boxes were $50 and my extra large boxes were like $60 or $65. That's kind of how my stuff went. So that's kind of the range of the stuff that I did. That's kind of why I left stuff. I learned last year, I did like a really, really large LOL box and it didn't sell. So I ended up having to take it apart and make it into like two different boxes, and they sold. So I realized here for me, for kids stuff, to kind of keep my stuff around the $60 and lower range, it sells really well. It goes, they don't ask any questions. They really don't even try to negotiate. So that's kind of what I did. I did bring that out a good bit of women's stuff this time because I got a whole bunch of questions about people wanting women's gifts. I don't know if you guys had that experience. Let me know if you guys had that experience. But I had a lot of requests for women's stuff, so I did take out some of my stuff that I had for Valentine's Day, and I had a good bit of it to sell. Um, I will be prepared for next year to have some of that stuff. I had one gift, the popcorn bucket. I had made two popcorn buckets for Valentine's Day. One of them sold, and I just rolled one of them over to Easter. I didn't even take nothing out of it. Y'all left it exactly the way it was for Valentine's Day, and it sold exactly like that. And so I ended up making two more popcorn buckets, the exact same. And so I ended up I kind of just duplicated that one two more times, and both of those sold for Easter as well. So yeah, I had a good number of um women's gifts. Vaughn, yep, he was. Jessica, oh yeah, I know he believes in it now. He does. Um, let's see. Congratulations to him. He got bit by the Hall of Gifts. Exactly. Really did. Let's see, Vaughn. Mm-hmm. So and I was glad, because like I said, some people are show me people, and he is one, and so it paid off towards the end. He was crying, carrying totes and he did. Jessica came out there one day and did help do that. Did. Good evening, decorating time with Rochelle. How are you? Brenda, my husband be trying to help me shop with my bags. Oh, that's nice. He think he's gonna do that now. Hello everyone. Okay, decorating time with Rochelle said hello. Miss Katrina, hey Rochelle, love your backdrop. Let's see. Oh, that's good. S. Marie. No, you're not alone, honey. You're not alone. Oh. Ashley Jackson, my husband, was talking all that noise about me buying so much and having stuff all over the living room, but shut his mouth when he seen all the baskets being sold. Yep. Look, our living room is trash right now. I wouldn't even show y'all this on a good day, honey. It is the food. But that's why I said I'm believing God for a dedicated space, because right now I'm having to use our living space for this. But I just know that the Bible says if you be faithful over the little, He'll make you rulers over much. So I'm going to be faithful over this little that He has given me to be able to utilize, and once He gives me more space, I'll be blessed with that as well. So I'm gonna use what I have until I get what I want. Hey, how about that? Ain't that's a good talk, ain't it? Decorating time will share. Let's see. Oh, did you? Sally said I got a man gift this year. Okay. Doing good. Okay. Jessica says, yes, ma'am. These living areas be told. Yes, ma'am. They mine is anyway. Look, I be looking at some of the YouTubers, and I be like, ooh, can y'all give me y'all secret? Can you please give me your secret on how you keep this so organized and perfect looking? Because I haven't mastered that part yet. Um, so Brenda said, I put Valentine's items out in men baskets, and sold some of them. Okay. Yeah, like I said, several of my Easter I mean my I'm sorry, my Valentine's stuff sold because they started asking about it Thursday when we were out. And so I brought some out Friday. I sold some Friday and Saturday, and I was really shocked. I mean, like some of my more expensive items, like I had one item that which my assistant told the girl the wrong price. It was $100 basket. She told her 75. But I just went ahead and sold it to her for $80. But it sold. I had some more baskets that were like $30 and $40. They sold. So I had several items that sold, and then some of them, I'm just gonna I don't really even have to revamp them. They're ready for Mother's Day. What didn't sold. I saw all of my baskets except for nine. Rochelle said my shed is a hot mess. I actually mine is looking a lot better because I've used so much inventory out of mine to they're kind of getting emptied out. Now I have what I call a she shed that was supposed to be in my workshop. Now it's still a hot mess because I still have a lot of boxes and stuff in there. I need to get those organized. But some of my other storage spaces are starting to look a whole lot better because like I said, I've used so much inventory, especially for Easter. I realized this year that I think Easter is my favorite holiday to design for. I love doing the kids gifts and stuff. I think that's my favorite holiday. Jessica, I can't, and I have a room and extra space. Okay, I also decorate a lot for the holidays, so it's also to okay a lot to manage. Okay, Brenda says I hadn't not mastered the organization yet. Maybe one day. Yeah, that's me too. Well, I'm glad I'm not alone because you guys, I was starting to feel like the Lone Ranger. I was like, what am I missing? Because I just don't seem to have that gift. Norma said my large baskets were made from laundry baskets and pool noodles. Okay, as handles. And mothers loved them but didn't purchase them. And I think it was my snacks. They were the same as my $25 baskets. Okay, now I have some larger baskets that I found. I don't even know why I found these buckets at, but they almost are the size of laundry baskets, but they're actually were Easter baskets, and I didn't even use them this year, but I don't remember where I got them from, but they were huge. And I said I wanted to try to get to them this year, but I just didn't get a chance. I told well, you guys know what all I had going on, so I was basically just trying to get done whatever I could get done, and I think I did pretty well under the circumstances. I sold all mine, but oh, I read some of this. Let's see, I can't. I'm sorry, I went back up, you guys. Let's see, I'm going to pack things by character so next year I can just pull bins um and put them together after I do each character. Yes, and you guys, that's what I told you I did this year, and that's why I'm getting my husband to give me some more bins because I told him, I said that worked so well for me. That was so helpful to be able to just pull a box and I knew I had all Spider-Man in there or I had all Barbie or I had all LOL. That worked so perfect for me because I was finding stuff after the fact in other locations, like in my other storage unit, that after I had already completed a concept. So I'm gonna try to get that a little more organized. And I'm gonna try to do that a little more for like my women's stuff and my men's stuff. That's the reason why I want my husband to do me another unit because I want to do that for women and men as well. So when I'm working on women's gifts and men's gifts and that kind of stuff, all my stuff is together because that is very, very helpful. Um Vaughn said rained on me, but I stayed out there. But I got a trick for them. I'm doing Mother's Day's slash birthday. They gonna get these leftovers. I have a whole private storage I pay for, and I still hold on. Where is it at? And I still can't. Yeah, I have one too. So I have three. I have. I actually have four. I have a storage that used to be my husband's, and I took it over. I have my she shed that my husband built for me. I have the attic, you guys, that my husband built out the floor for me to be able to store stuff up there. And I have a paid for, just a small storage unit that I paid for because I ran out of storage in all these other different places. And the reason why I ran out of storage, let me explain. Last year, all the money that I made from everything, y'all, I didn't spend any of that money on, I basically just spent it back on inventory. And the reason for that was because I knew I was going to be leaving my job at December 31st, and I wanted to have plenty of inventory so that, just like what I did for Easter this year, I could just create, and I really did not have to buy anything. Y'all, the only thing I really bought this time for Easter was snacks. I didn't really have to buy any toys, any nothing, Like, I did buy the little bowls for the bunny bowls. I bought like maybe 2 or 3 baskets, those little the Elmo and the Cookie Monster bags. But for the most part, yeah, I didn't buy anything because I already had all of my inventory here that I had already purchased. So that was the reason for that. And that's the reason why I had so many storage spaces that were full, because I basically reinvested every dime that I could back into my business so that I could have a ton of inventory to be able to work with, because I didn't want to have to, with me not working, and I wanted this, to be profitable this year. I didn't want to have to go and buy a whole bunch of inventory. Let's see, mine's a she shed, and it's a crafty corner, and it's a mess. Ashley said, I'm praying for a she shed so that I can have my stuff organized. Good luck with that, girl, because mine started out real cute, but it ain't cute no more. Decorating with Rochelle. I also have a few custom orders. Um, D says, I know that's right, Vonnie. Um, I think I just went up too far. I just missed somebody. Let me see where am I at? Oh, okay, here we go. FJ MC says, I do gift baskets and my husband's for my husband as a hobby for my friends and family. I want to move into selling. To get started, do I need to establish an LLC and get an EIN number? No, you do not. Not just to sell gift baskets. I do have an LLC, but it's not for my gift baskets. It's if you're wanting to get into something like real estate or anything like that, you would need an LLC. But for just to do gift baskets, no, it's not necessary to have an LLC. Just my personal opinion, and from things that I know about, you don't have to have an LLC. And an LLC is not as protective for you if you're not in a partnership anyway. So you have to make sure your documents are written up properly to protect you if you don't have a partnership. Hall of Gifts, as Marie said, I saw some huge baskets at CVS this year. Okay. Jessica says, I'm trying to knock down a large tree in my back so I can build me a large shed. I'll give you guys a tip of what we did. Y'all, there's a company, and I can't remember what the name of that company was. It was something sheds. And the sheds come like they're prefab. So, they come all the wood, and all you have to do is put them together. And that's what I had my husband do. We bought a shed that was all of the pieces, and it was just like almost like a like cabinets and stuff that you get, and it has all of the directions, and it tells you how to put them together. And so we did that for my shed. And then on the inside, I told him I wanted insulation, and I wanted walls on the inside. So basically all he had to do once he built the outside was go in and spray insulation in, and then put walls on the inside. And so I think that worked out well. So that's kind of a easy way to get a shed or something like that. And then he built his own. It was basically like a almost like a car covered. It came with just the top, the tin top and the metal poles, and then he built his own storage unit with from tin. So he built the outside, and then he built the inside, the stuff he wanted on the inside, but the frame of it came already, set, so that all he had to do was build on to, or add on to what was already put there for him. So it worked out well for us. Like I said, because that was just like a car, and his is huge. His is really, really big. Mine is not as big as his. Um, let's see. Purdy Girl said, yes, I started putting all characters separate, and it made it so much easier. Yes. Brenda said, that is a blessing. Ivy Kisses. Oh my, I have 4 storage locations too. You make me feel I make you feel normal. The Soul Sister Life said, I don't see how people still buy baskets from Walmart, CVS, and said they are paying a little. Yeah, but you know what? I went in there Saturday and there was still a whole bunch of people still buying them baskets. Which you guys, I told you guys about the young lady that had set up behind me that nobody was buying from her because her baskets were just not put together very well. I'm hoping maybe she went back out there yesterday. She may have done, well, since I wasn't there. Maybe she was able to sell something because I think I blocked, me being there blocked her being able to sell anything. Which, like I said, the quality of her items was really not that well. I don't know if she was just starting out. I'm not sure. You know, I don't know what her logic was behind, her presentation, but I hope she, kind of gets hers a little well, a little more put together. It depends on the state. And in my area, it's not needed. Sometimes you need a vendor's seller's license. Yeah. Yeah, you would need a it's called a peddler's license here. I don't know what it's called in your area, a peddler's license to sell. But an LLC is basically for tax purposes. That doesn't have anything to do with you vending. I would check in your local city hall. I do have an EIN number. Yeah. I have an EIN number as well, but like I said, all of that stuff is for tax purposes. That doesn't have anything to do with a permit for you to vend on the streets. DMC, True Solo, Penny Pinch, Princess of Penny Pinching says my area hated the store Easter baskets. I had no to get out earlier this week. Oh, okay. One lady came over and she had bought a basket from Walmart, and she came back and she was like, oh, if you guys haven't given a thumbs up, if you don't mind giving a thumbs up, I appreciate it. She was like, she had already spent like $50. She was like, I'm about to take this stuff back because I just spent $50 at Walmart and I'm about to take this stuff back. Topaz says, hello, hello, how are you? Donna Allen, hello. This is my first time being able to get on your live. Oh, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Oh, you're in Chicago? My brothers used to live in Chicago. I went one time. I enjoyed myself immensely. Um, I had so many folks with a ton of cash. Don't know their. I had to make up baskets in the rain. Oh goodness. Jessica, oh yeah, that does sound good. Um, Princess of Penny Pincher says she's in Indiana, South suburbs. Katrina says hi, pretty girl, and Ivory kisses. Let's see, DMC is stat. I don't know what that means. Stady. The Soul Sister Live said presentation is key. It is very much key. And I, like I said, I told you guys on my video, I felt really, really bad because people would not even acknowledge her when they came to buy stuff from from my location. They would just pass her by and come to me as if she wasn't even there. And I felt bad, for her in that. because she only had one table. So even if they would have bought everything she had, it's not like it would have hurt me because I had tables and tables of inventory. So she could have sold everything and it still not put a dent in my sales. Um, let's see. She said, DMC says it's a stationary vending permit in Michigan. Let's see. I think the most of us put love in our baskets, and you can see it within the presentation. That's why you sold out. Yeah, because when I tell you, y'all, I enjoy this. I really, really do. Hall of Gifts says I was thinking about a shipping container. I just want to sell all the stuff because the storage and organization of it is. I thought about doing a shipping container in my area. I actually looked them up. It's Marie. Because like I told you guys, my husband had built out our other stuff, so I was going to get him to do that on in the storage containers, and they're not very expensive, but for our area, like where the property that I have that I was going to put it in, you have to have a permit for everything, and you have to have a licensed like electrician and all these plumber and all that stuff to do that kind of stuff for you. So I was kind of like, it may get a little more expensive than what I wanted to pay. Then, if my husband was doing it, then me having to pay someone else. So that's the reason why I kind of put a hold on that. You doing a storage container or one of those containers. But I may look into getting another piece of property in the parish, not in the city limits, so that way we can kind of do it the way we want to do it. Okay, all things with a K. How are you? I'm so glad you caught alive. I see your comments all the time. I appreciate all the love that you give me all the time. Rochelle, yes, presentation is everything, and you are. Thank you so much for sharing great information. We'll follow you on your suggestions. Jessica says, well, maybe she took notes. I don't think so, Jessica, because let me tell you. So she came out Friday, and um she nobody came to her. And when she left Friday, I thought, okay, because people kept looking over her and everything, I thought, well, when she come back Saturday, like she gon', she would have had, I would have done something to mine, you know, I would have done something. I would have went to a store, got some bows, got some ribbon, made some, because none of her stuff had bows on it. So none of her baskets had bows on it. None of her chairs had bows. The chairs, what she did for the chairs was she made the chairs up and she got a bag and pulled it over the top of the chair. How I know that is because I saw her stuffing stuff under the bottom of the chair. When it fell out, she was stuffing it back into the chair from the bottom. So it wasn't even tied together or anything like that. It was just pulled over the top. And so when she did that, I was like, okay, so she's not even, pulling her chairs together. And you could see when like when the wind, because the wind was blowing, the wind was heavy here. So you could see like the bags just kind of flapping in the wind. And so with the buckets that she had, all you could see was plastic. Like you couldn't see none of her product because her product was stuck down in the bottom of her basket. So I expected Saturday when she came back. I was like, y'all, when she come back Saturday, she gonna have to, she gonna have her stuff together. She gonna have put some stuff in. She didn't. She came back Saturday with stuff the same way it was. And nobody paid any attention to her then, and it was just the same way. So I'm hoping that maybe for next year, maybe she would, but this time, yeah, she didn't even have bows on it. I was just like, okay, here you go. Let's see. I had an indoor sale yesterday, but there was a garage sale all around me and an estate sale too. My helper got called to go to work, so I shut down early. Oh, okay. Um, she's oh, you're in Memphis, okay. Um, she didn't bother to put the finishing touches on her gifts to sell. Nope, nope, she did not. No bows. Um, sounds like she was just trying to make a quick. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. She was just trying to make a quick dollar. So, but like I said, even with that, I mean, you can get those bowls from Temu for $1, y'all. You can get 20 bowls from Temu from $1 for $1.50. I mean, come on. Um, yeah. So I one of the guys, he was from a little cash place. He walked through there because like I told y'all they had food trucks. And he came through and he was buying something from me. And he looked over and he said, "Oh, you have competition?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, poor thing." Yeah, I was like, I felt so bad. He was like, "Poor thing." He said, look at her little table. It was just like I said, it was just hey KOK, how are you? Jessica, oh Lord, yeah, she needs to go back to watch some videos. Yeah, I hope she does, so she can kind of learn. Cause like I said, I've been doing this for a while, but when I tell y'all I have learned so much from being in this basket community, it is a blessing. Donna, come on back to Chicago, not using Cash App in February, got ripped off and they wouldn't give me my money back. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. But Chase gave it back to me, but now Cash App is charging me for it. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, we're doing well, okay, okay. I saw you were selling out, girl. Did you finish selling everything? Did you have a complete sellout? Jessica says if a man said yeah, it was bad, y'all. I wish I could have taken a picture of it. It was pretty bad. Sally says some don't know that they think they don't that they doing is good. I saw a lot of gift baskets make that just throw things in the bag, which I don't know. Like I said, everything was in the bottom of her bag, so she didn't build her baskets up or anything. I don't know that she's had watched any tutorials or anything, or she was just trying to I guess do what she knew. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Um, Soul Sister, I don't know. I didn't think it's worth going out with one table. Yes, it is. Did you see the video from what's her name? Yummy Tea. She had one table. On Thursday when we went out, we had one table and we set the rest of them on the ground on the back on a on just like a some covers. And we sold very well. We had our tent. Um but yeah, seems like you need to have a variety on your customers to choose from. And I think Yama T said she only had girls gifts. She said she had one boy. um if you're asking me, Ivory Kisses, I've been doing baskets. So I've been doing baskets off and on for about 14 years. I did them several years ago, like back in like 2010. So and I stopped and then I started back in like 2019. I started back when I got my cricket, started doing different stuff, and I started just like doing little this and little that. But I would always do different baskets and stuff for like donations and stuff like that, because I would always give to like women's shelters and different stuff like that. So anytime I could think of an event to do like a basket or something, I would try to do something because I enjoyed it so much. And decorating for birthday parties and stuff like that, I love doing that kind of stuff. So anytime I would have an opportunity, I would try to do that. And so yeah, I've been doing it for a while, but really selling, I started in 2021. That was my first year of actually selling to a big group, where I started selling chocolate covered Oreos boxes, and then I started selling in 2022. Let's see here. um yes, it was. You saw my video about the wind being disrespectful. Hi, Miss Sheila, how are you? Hey, Miss Margaret, how are you tonight? Ashley said when I first started selling baskets after a hobby, I started with 10 women baskets in a garage and I sold out in 30 minutes. Okay. Yeah, like I said, you just start with what you got. Cause I like I said, the first year I started, I don't remember how many boxes I made, but I started out just making chocolate covered Oreo boxes with what do you call it? Oh, I can't think of the Stella Rose wine boxes. And that's all I sold. And I sold them, through Facebook Marketplace, and I would meet people to sell them. And that's all I sold, and I sold all of them. I did that for Valentine's Day, and then in 22, I sold for Valentine's Day, and I think I told you guys for Easter. I felt like the Holy Spirit told me to give the Easter baskets away, so I gave all my Easter baskets away. I didn't have a chance to do Mother's Day or Father's Day that year, so last year was the first year that I did all holidays: Valentine's Day, Easter, Mother's Day, and Father's Day. So that was the first year that I did all of them. And so the year that I gave the Easter baskets away, I did about 80 something Easter baskets, and I think it was about 80. I gave all 80 Easter baskets away, and I like I said I had done Valentine's Day, and then last year I did Valentine's Day, Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day, but I don't remember how many I did for each. I have to go back and look because I always do a spreadsheet of how many I did, what I sold, what my revenue was, and that kind of thing, just so I can keep track of it. Um, okay, Ashley was saying that that's what she did. She had her stuff on a tart in a circle close to each other, and people were still buying the baskets. Katrina says hi, Sheila. Ashley says not Vaughn. I meant Jessica. And Topaz says all the baskets I made are for Mother's Day, all Victoria's Secret items. I just started making baskets in February. Okay, Topaz. So yeah, I'm mad at myself because I missed the Victoria's Secret sale. For 6.99 because I have some more Victoria's Secret bags that I had bought from Timu, and I wanted to put Victoria's Secret on them in them this time because the last time I put Bath and Body Works in them because I really don't never buy Victoria's Secret, but I'm trying to. Hopefully they'll have another sale before Mother's Day so that I can buy some Victoria's Secret to go in them because y'all I made 6 bags, and like I told you, the last one this guy wants me to um sell it to him on Wednesday. Hopefully he'll go ahead and get that, and I will have sold out of all my Victoria's Secret bags that I made for Valentine's Day. I bought 12 of them, but I bought 6 to use Valentine's Day and 6 to use for Mother's Day. Kill my tent. I just bought another one today. I'm wondering if I should post them on Facebook Marketplace. That would it does well for me. Topaz Marketplace does very well. Like I told you, I had to take my listings down because y'all they were still blowing me up last night about Easter baskets, and I was like, y'all, come on now, it's nighttime. If you ain't got your child an Easter basket by now, you better go to Walmart and get them one of them 10 or 15, $17 baskets or however much it is from the Dollar Tree or Roses or somewhere. Um but yeah, I had people all up to last night still messaging me about Easter basket. We'll have a spring sale starting on. Oh, awesome. I'm so glad you told me. Thank you. See, it's always good to put stuff out in the atmosphere. I appreciate that. Salenta is it Salenta? I appreciate that because I was sure like um I really need to make sure I get that Victoria's Secret. I found Minnie Mouse and Avatar sunglasses on sale at Walmart for $1. Oh, that's good, Hope K. Jessica, I didn't even do much Minnie Mouse. Y'all, I only did two Minnie Mouse things this year. I didn't do no bags or nothing. The only thing I did for Minnie Mouse, I did a Minnie Mouse chair and a Minnie Mouse wagon. Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse don't sell very great for me. Like, um, they sold, but like it wasn't like a rush to them. Like people bought them, but they weren't like all that trying to jump on them. You know what I'm saying? Um, I made a pretty slipper set after seeing LBE. I love how it came out. Um, yeah. So, but you guys, I'm not gonna stay on here much longer. It is what 9:23. I gotta get my kids ready for bed. They go back to school tomorrow. But I did want to come on here and just say hello and tell you guys kind of what how my sales went, and that I am getting prepared for Mother's Day to kind of get started, with my sales. I do have a good bit of inventory already. I've already bought my rose bears from Timu. Um, uh, so I'm already getting that. I already bought those. Like I think I bought more of those after my ones sold for Valentine's Day. I had like two or three left, so I went ahead and bought my ones for Mother's Day. Put them in a huge garbage bag and put them in my storage unit so that for Mother's Day, all I got to do is get them ready. Because those rose bears always sell very very well for me. I don't basically have to do anything with them. I just put the rose bear together in a box and I sell them for $30 and they always do very very well. Oh, I put a balloon with them. I've already found my balloons, y'all. If you're looking for Mother's Day balloons, Timu has balloons. Mother's Day balloons if you need some of those. I did buy a few more things from Timu. Um, and I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna look at my inventory and see what I have and see what else I want to do. I think I am gonna do some of the heart boxes for Mother's Day this year, like I did for Valentine's Day. I think they're gonna sell very well as very good as well. I'm gonna put those together and see how that goes. Um, Baskets while watching the live. Okay, girl, you already getting started, huh? I love those rose bags. They really make my baskets look so pretty. Yeah, I use them in my baskets and I use them just by themselves. So, I do just the rose bear in the box with the balloon on top and I sell those for $30 and then I add them to my baskets, and those baskets are like $50 and up. If you get a rose bear in there, you're gonna pay at least $50 to $60 for that basket. And y'all, my I don't know if y'all remember, I had a black purse that I had that had the little perfume heels in them. Um, I had one left from I think I made like four of them for Valentine's Day, and I had one left, and somebody bought that during the Easter sale. So that's gone. And I think I had bought one more to add to it. So I'm gonna have to go and see if I can find some more of them heels because I thought I was gonna have two for Mother's Day, but looks like I'm gonna have the one because somebody already bought that purse set for during Easter sales. So yeah, that was one of the first things to go when I put it out there. It went quick. Um Brenda Saxon was two. Donna, your son said you addicted. Uh, I got my cousin on. I actually I get my tents from oh Academy. Academy Sports. I always get my tents from Academy Sports. They're $49 at Academy. So I always get my tents from Academy. And they have the side panels and everything that you can get from Academy Sports. My tables now, if the I love the white tables that you get from Sam's. They're very heavy duty, but they're $49. But if you want just like the little black tables, I don't know if you guys see when I go out, I have those black tables. I think I ordered those from Walmart, the black tables, but I just ordered me some little covers. So the covers I ordered are the slip covers that just fit across the top of the table. They don't drop down on the over your legs. And the reason for that is, I don't know if you guys saw my videos. We've started putting stuff under the table, and that's to shield it from the sun and the wind and all that. That has worked out well for me. Yeah, my son started doing that, and I really liked the way he did that when he did my Valentine's sales. It worked out really really good. So I'm going to continue to do that. So the covers that I bought for my tables are just fitted covers that fit around the top of the table, because my tables are starting to get kind of scratched up looking. So which you can't tell it if the table is full, but I want, I try to, like you said, presentation is everything. So I'm trying to make sure my tables are presented well. So I bought some of those covers to just cover the top of the table. I bought some of those. I ordered them from Amazon today. And so I'm going to use those for Mother's Day and Father's Day. And I basically just bought like a black and white. It's like a printed design, but it's black and white. So I can use it for any holiday. I didn't want to get a particular color. That way I felt like I could only use it for a particular holiday. I didn't want to have to do that. I just bought, they're black with like a white print in them. Let's see. Zip wallet, small phone, crossbodies, sunglasses, time and true. I guess I missed some, Is Marie. Brenda, I'm in Louisiana. Baby, and I sell them rose bears like nobody business. I'm in Louisiana as well. So welcome, sister from Louisiana. I'm in Louisiana. So if you want to send me something, you can send me. My email is uh daddy's treasure chest daddy, not daddies. No, take the S off, just daddy treasure chest at yahoo.com. See. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go shopping too tomorrow. It's Marie. Oh, okay, you got, and so they were good quality, Katrina, your tent. What everybody does, anyone do graduation baskets? If so, any suggestions on where to get graduation bears? Walmart. They normally have graduation bears at Walmart. Yeah, I like those. The only look it just, they're just not good to stack on top of each other. So I started stacking my tables after LBE showed us that. And if you guys saw um my U box, I have my table stacked. That's the reason why I buy the white ones, because when you stack them, the black ones, it bends the table. The white ones, they hold up to stacking them. I'm trying to see. I think I skipped something. Okay, you're welcome, Portia. About the tables, Jessica. She said for me like hotcakes. Katrina. Well, I got to work in the mornings. Everybody be blessed. Yes, you too, Katrina. Be blessed. Okay, I'll be trying to sell some. Thanks. And just try a few, Brundle, and see how they go, and then you can always get more the next time. Last year, I think I did 12, and y'all, they were selling out before I could even get them made. Um, I made so many. I don't think I made all 12 at one time, and then I saw how they were selling, and I was like, "Oh, let me make more." And before I could get them made, cuz I try, a lot of times I told you I try not to travel with my balloons and stuff on them cuz I don't want my balloons to deflate and that kind of stuff. Yeah, I couldn't even get them made before they were like coming up trying to buy them. I would have to one lady, she had to go and do some shopping. I told her, I said, if you'll just give me a minute to get it blowed up and put together, I'll have it ready when you come back. And that's what she had to do because they were buying them before I could even get them made. I already wondered, how did I come up with Daddy's treasure chest? I've always wondered how did you you said I'm assuming you said come up with. So Daddy's treasure chest, and I think I had mentioned this on previous live. Daddy's treasure chest is a dedication to my dad and my and God. So I'm a daddy's little girl. I think I mentioned that on my live before. Anybody that knows me knows that I love my daddy with all my heart, and a part of somebody else's body part. I love, 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 love my daddy. And so everything, like all my children's names, you guys are like a take on my daddy's name. My oldest son, his name is Jonathan, and because my daddy's name was John, and so my daughter, her first name, the first three letters of her first name is my daddy's last name. My youngest son, his middle name is my daddy's whole name. My daddy's name was John Lewis, and my last son's middle name is John Lewis. So everything, I've always, tried to honor my dad because my dad was just the best thing since sliced bread in my eyes. And so when I started coming up with the name for my business, um that that came into my head. It was like, I am a treasure in my daddy's treasure chest, as a dedication to my dad and to my father God. Everything that I do and everything that I am and everything that I create comes out of the chest that is me, that is a treasure. I am a treasure that comes out of my daddy's treasure chest. So that's kind of where the name of Daddy's treasure chest came from. It's kind of an honor and a dedication, or to my dad and to my heavenly father. So that's where that name came from. Christie's Unique. Did y'all go to Walmart today? I did not go to Walmart. I don't really shop at 50% off. I think I told you guys that. I try to wait till 70%. Um, okay. Selenta says she went to Walmart, but they didn't have much. I did get some shredding. Ivory Kisses says, "What platforms do you sell on? Have you ever tried Etsy?" I have not tried Etsy. I haven't got had time to do Etsy. I started creating my Etsy store, but I haven't finished. But I do sell on eBay. I had submitted some stuff to Amazon at one time to sell, but Amazon is kind of hectic, so I kind of left Amazon alone. But I do have an eBay store that I sell on eBay, and I sell on Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, I added the lights. If you go back and look at my video from Valentine's Day, I showed you how I added the lights to my rose bear boxes. Good night, Lordris from Olive Branch, Mississippi. Let's see, I had two tables with just bears. Um, Last Mother's Day, I made about 20 with large and small rose bears, and they all sold. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's so sweet. I remember you saying that on your live before. I'm a daddy's baby too. Yeah, I love y'all. Love and miss my daddy every day. Thank you for sharing the reason for the name. My Walmart was pretty wiped out. I did nothing. They had Mother's Day. So I have a town over that normally still has stuff left over because it's kind of a college town and they don't really do a whole lot. So I'm hoping that they'll still have some stuff. So that's my plan, is to kind of try to hit that town to try to get some stuff, because I went to mine on Saturday and they were pretty much wiped out too. So I wasn't gonna worry about it. But you guys, it's getting late. It's 9:38. I got to try to make sure that my children get a bath if they haven't already. And knowing my son, y'all know boys, they not going to unless you tell them to. So I'm gonna get off here now, and I just wanted to check in and say hello. Thank you guys so much for joining my live, and I will see you guys on the next one. Good night. Kisses, love to all of you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. And I will see you guys next time. Y'all have a good night. Bye.